Like I've never been so excited to raise my hand and talk about all the reasons that I got arrested. I was like, let me give you everything, all the reasons why I should not be a juror. That's totally fine. You're good.
Wild Till 9! Are you ready?
Yep, let's go home.
Hi guys, welcome back to Wild Till 9. I have what?
I'm excited.
What?
No, I'm like I'm trying not to interrupt you with my excitement.
Oh, I thought you had an announcement to make.
Well, I do, but I want to wait until you're done before I get my announcement in.
Okay, go ahead. I'm done.
No.
I'm done.
I don't want to.
Okay.
We're auditioning.
We're auditioning?
We're auditioning.
What are we auditioning for?
What do you mean? We're
Auditions. I've never been more nervous for auditions. Like give me the instant nervous poops.
okay. While we continue to draw why we're auditioning or how we're auditioning,
Yes.
when's the legitimate last time you can remember that you auditioned for anything?
When I auditioned for anything, there was definitely an audition tape that I did at one point for like some kind of like Disney Channel-esque hosting.
Okay.
Actually,
I noticed that that's not on your resume.
No, we did not get that gig. I actually don't think I've told you this before. There was, I think I got an offer to do it. They're like, hey, are you interested in doing this? Like, are you interested in coming to the audition? Not like, do you want this gig? Like,
Okay.
and this probably would have been like, I don't know, 6 years ago or so. I was new to LA for sure.
Okay.
And I was
to the
like,
point where I'm auditioning for things.
yeah, like that was like not in my repertoire of like things that I was just like out doing. Like I'm filming videos, I'm editing, I'm auditioning.
Right.
Like that was like not one of the things that I was doing.
Was it Bizarrevark?
It was not Bizarrevark.
Okay.
But Alicia had a cameo on Bizarrevark.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got an episode.
Okay.
So it was for some kind of Disney hosting gig. So nervous, like clammy hands to the max. I mean, I can get clammy hands thinking about being nervous. So that's not like a big thing. But I went in, they handed us the script, and I was under the impression and was told that we would just have to like read the script with them.
Uh-huh.
And I found out maybe about 3 minutes before going in that they wanted you to memorize it.
Oh.
And I don't have a single line of lyrics even memorized. Like I cannot remember anything. I don't even know my own phone number. Genuinely, I barely know my own phone number.
Me getting a new phone number this last time really threw you for a loop because now you no longer have a coupon to enter into our grocery store, which was attached to my old number.
Your old number still works.
Oh, good. Got it.
Your old number still works because I don't know what your new phone number is. Anyway, regardless, I had to audition for this Disney hosting gig, and I needed to have the lines memorized, of which they weren't, obviously.
Which is dumb because every hosting gig ever has a teleprompter.
Has a teleprompter.
That's
right.
dumb.
And so anyway, so I bombed it and it was so bad. Oh, you know what? I also auditioned for a voiceover thing at Nickelodeon forever ago.
I noticed you didn't get that either.
Also never heard back from that one.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Voiceover acting would be really fun.
Do you think that they just didn't like you never
I think
accepted?
I
think they're still waiting for
maybe
production?
it went to the wrong email. Maybe I spelled my email wrong or something.
Well, today we can make that better.
Yeah.
Today is the day.
Am I getting the gig?
Third time's a charm.
Third time's the charm?
I just feel like, okay, to let everyone know in a little bit of backstory here, we are auditioning for a new producer.
We were auditioning for a new producer.
Right.
Yes.
And they, not he or she, we don't know yet. It's too much of a surprise for you guys. We'll let you know eventually. They are in the room with us right now, staring into our soul.
And I'm getting nervous just thinking about it.
Right.
The palms are getting clammy.
And I don't want to give anything away, but what if he never calls us back after tonight? It's like, it was really good to meet you guys. I enjoyed our time together. There's no way I can't work with this.
No, it's good. We have too many mutual friends that he won't ghost us.
Do you think we can just pressure him into doing it regardless if he thinks we have any talent?
Yeah.
That's good.
Exactly. We have a good dog.
Good dog.
We have an okay podcast.
Okay
I
podcast.
think it's gonna be great.
Yeah. No, you know what it is? It's he can see the ways they can make it better.
Yeah.
It's like when you start with a good enough product, and it's like, great, I have plenty of ways we can make this thing better. Because if we were perfect, we wouldn't need a producer.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. So, the producer that we're auditioning for walked in and was like, "So, are we gonna light the sign one day?"
All the questions everyone else has been asking, he ran through them immediately.
And so, also, just a little backstory on the Wild Til 9 sign is that I think we've talked about this maybe like 40 episodes ago because it's been that long since we have not turned the sign on. Is that the neonness of the sign was
scientifically, of course,
emitting a super high frequency neon-y sound. And so it was driving Jeremy crazy when he was trying to mess with the audio. So we had a like similar color sign made in just like a wood or
about
whatever.
a year ago.
About a year ago.
Yeah.
About a year ago.
And it's sitting in that closet.
It's here. Like there's no issue besides like realistically me putting the sign up.
But I wouldn't know how to like hang that thing.
Yeah. I mean, the issue is that, here's the thing. It's not the issue of getting it up. It's the issue of getting this one down and having to make repairs.
Right. And also it's going to be big old holes behind it.
Right. So I've been like going back and forth being like, okay, is it worse to just have the sign not on, or is it worse to have the new sign with a little bit of bustedness around it?
But everyone, thank you so much for all the comments for how simple and easy it would be if you were here to change it. We do appreciate that.
We do appreciate that. And we do hear you and we see you. And within the next month,
when this sign is replaced with a new sign, you'll know we have ourselves a producer.
You're so right.
And if this sign continues to be that thing, we don't have a new producer.
What was your last audition?
I was trying to think of that while I was asking you and hoping you would not ask me. I believe it was for a Broadway show.
Oh my God. He said, give me a Tony.
Yeah.
He said, give me an EGOT.
I would like the T of the EGOT because I have the ego. And
that was really good. I feel like we didn't let that breathe enough for the good joke.
I've been saving that for 5 years. And I remember they had some like time issue thing. And like, I don't think people realize like in the Hollywood like audition scene, half the time they just have to do an audition because it's part of the, you have to do auditions. They already know who's got it.
They already know.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was one of those scenarios where I'm pretty sure most of it was already decided.
You know what? That's why they didn't call me back for the Disney one or the Nickelodeon ones, because they already had someone in mind.
Got it.
That's why.
Well, I did get a call back.
Oh, well, shit.
And then I realized it was a massive time conflict. Like there was no world where I was actually going to make it happen. And I said goodbye.
Because all Broadway, might be a really stupid question, but
I cannot wait.
All Broadway, for it to be considered Broadway, has to be in New York, right?
Well, like Broadway is in New York.
Yeah. Broadway is in New York, but does it still count? Does it like, do people still say like, oh, I'm doing a Broadway show if they're in LA?
Like in Chicago, it's like Broadway in Chicago. They literally call it Broadway in Chicago.
Got it. And
that's
so
like their tagline.
Is it Broadway in LA?
Well, it's the same people that own the same shows own it everywhere. It's just like licensed to other professional theaters.
So do you still get to be on Broadway in LA?
I would not call. Well, well, 2 steps back. This was for Broadway.
In New York.
But I was auditioning in LA, yes.
Got it.
Yes.
I had a missing link here. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but 0 Broadway, and we still have to check that off the bucket list eventually.
Got it. I auditioned for a school play. I don't know why I have such a vivid memory of this.
Why am I learning all about this right now?
I don't know. I think I just went down like a deep dark hole of like things
I can't believe we didn't discuss this on our first date.
Yeah, can't think of why I didn't bring this one up. You know what? I really have not thought about this memory in like years, like decades. At my elementary school, we were doing How the Grinch Stole Christmas as like a school play.
A classic,
right. Obviously an original. And I auditioned for Max and I still didn't get the role.
So you auditioned for a small boy.
The dog. What the fuck?
Oh.
Max the dog.
This is outside my repertoire.
Of the Grinch? Max is the star character of the Grinch. What do you mean?
Well, then
We've got Cindy Lou Who, the Grinch, and Max.
You should feel better that you didn't get the star role. There's a lot of competition over that.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sad.
So you had to like run around and bark on stage and you didn't get it?
And I didn't get it.
You would have been adorable in that role.
I know. I was so cute.
Who got it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You want to grab some glass and tell them to fuck themselves?
No, I don't remember who it was. Or else I would if I did.
Got it.
I so vividly remember because I was like really playing into like the dog like doing an ear scratch and then I like put my head down to like do another ear scratch and I smacked my head off of like the stage floor. And I vividly remember being like, if I don't get this fucking part, I'm gonna be pissed. Didn't get the part, still had like a little mini goose egg on my head.
I can think of like 3rd grade. If I don't get this fucking part, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. I totally forgot that. I also, oh my God, I don't know why I have such a theater background here. This was not what we were planning on talking about today. But I did an array of different summer camps because only child, 2 working parents. I did a lot of summer camp.
Yeah, okay. By the way, we should have a summer camp episode because I have gone to band camp.
I have been to every summer camp under the fucking sun. Okay. I could tell you all about summer camp. But one of the camps that I did was a drama and dance camp.
Okay.
And
drama and dance.
It might have been drama and art camp because no one was enrolling me in a dance camp.
Like your mom wasn't like for even a moment, maybe she could be
could be a dancer. Yeah, there was no world where that happened. But maybe it was drama and art. It must have been drama and art.
Okay.
And so we had to like put together this whole play during the week because it was a week long like day camp, like, you know, like a 9 to 4 type of thing. Your mom would come get you at the end. And we had to like learn this play. And then on Friday
learn this play.
What?
Oh, it's great.
Rehearse our play, rehearse our performance.
Sure.
Learn our lines. And on Friday, it was like when the parents would all come and you would do the play, you'd perform, you'd put on, you apply for your Tony. Uh-huh. I could not even tell you the premise of the play. I have no idea what the actual story was. Couldn't tell you like what the name of it was.
Is there a home video out there of this performance?
No.
Fuck.
And you know why? Because I hid in the plastic house on the stage the entire time.
You weren't proud of your work?
I don't know if I had a line or if I was supposed to have a line or if I don't know what I'm not kidding. I sat myself in the corner of the plastic house on the stage where I would have been out of view, and I sat there the entire play.
Wow. Did your mom get mad at you later for not being able to see you?
No, I don't remember. Like I just have these like very vivid memories of like literally
Defiance?
hating my life.
Okay.
In moments of auditions and plays.
Is there a world where you would ever do a play ever today?
Absolutely the fuck not.
Ever?
Ever. I'm such a bad actor.
What if it's like Musical, the musical?
Oh, well, like maybe. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe. It's not out of the question.
Moose would be great on stage.
Moose would be great on stage.
He'd be terrible. Can you imagine?
Moose would be great on stage.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
A stage performance only a mother could love.
What do you mean?
Oh, it'd be really cute.
I'm not kidding. I think that there is an audience out there for there to be a 24-hour Moose live stream.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mostly because there's like weird feet in the background from you.
For me, my feet.
Yeah.
My feet.
Yeah. They're not interested in my feet.
We're definitely not interested in your
You'd
feet.
see like time codes on Reddit.
I saw Scotty Sire posted the other day that his WikiFeed score was only a 2.5. I felt really bad for him.
Okay, everyone go over to WikiFeed right now and just pump those scores up.
Well, maybe they should go look at his feet first. I don't want to be sending them over giving blind fives.
Let's just give him fives.
Okay, we'll give him fives.
Do you respect the process too much? You're like, no.
Yeah,
if he doesn't have good feet.
I respect the process.
Yeah, I don't see him having great feet.
You know what? I just remember feeling sad for him that his score was so low.
Got it.
Our next sponsor has been a very welcomed addition into our weekly routine, and that is Green Chef. Green Chef is a meal delivery service that makes cooking easy so you can spend less time stressing and more time enjoying delicious home-cooked meals. With fresh produce, premium proteins, and organic ingredients you can trust, Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well.
We tend to find that when we haven't planned what's for dinner, we turn to takeout, which isn't always the healthiest option. With Green Chef, we can count on pre-portioned, easy-to-follow recipes that are delivered right to our door. They're always changing their recipes, so we never get bored with eating the same thing night after night.
Recently, and by we I made the Boom Boom Chicken with snap pea slaw, honey glazed sesame carrots, and cashews. And let me tell you, it was unreal.
You are the Green Chef.
Thank you so much.
You are the
I
Green
am
Chef.
the Green Chef.
Yes.
Both of us ate everything on our plates and honestly wish that we had more. And while the recipe was bomb, the best part was that it took less than 30 minutes to cook.
We love Green Chef, and we want you to try it. Go to greenchef.com/wild130 and use code WILD130 to get $130 off plus free shipping. Run, don't walk to sign up for the #1 meal kit for eating well. That's greenchef.com/wild130 and use code WILD130 to get $130 off plus free shipping. So back to us auditioning today, currently, and everyone gets to watch it live. Because the idea is that, you bring a producer on to make you better, but also means you have to expose where you're not good.
Yeah.
And so we're doing that really well today.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you can see how the sausage is made. And I wish there was a better analogy for that.
What the fuck?
Oh, come on. Okay, your analogy then? Okay, we'll stick with mine.
Sausage is so gross because, I feel like everyone always joked about things that do and don't go into a hot dog. Like any kind of meat in a casing.
Did you guys talk about this at the theater camp?
My God.
Wow.
What movie did we just watch? It's called Fresh.
What? Oh.
We just watched the movie called Fresh.
I don't know if I can recommend this to anybody.
It was a good movie.
I spent half of the movie underneath the sheets.
Which is so odd because normally I'm the one that can't watch anything kind of gory. This was more psychologically. Okay, so the movie's called Fresh and it's Sebastian Stan, who I love. I would watch anything that Sebastian
The title
Stan
of this podcast is going to be Tangent. Go ahead.
It's going to be a tangent. We're just chatting. We're just hanging.
I know, this is gross.
We're just hanging.
All right.
And so
Trigger warning, this is a weird, gross, disgusting plot line.
And I'm just gonna. I don't want to give away the actual plot, but I do want to give you more hints than we had going into it.
I think it would have been helpful.
Because it would have been helpful, and we might not have watched it, but I'm glad that we did.
No, but okay. Preface away. Even though I thought it was gross, I'm glad we did watch it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not good at recapping movie plots. So I'd actually love for you to recap.
He just trapped a bunch of girls and chopped them up and ate them.
No, it wasn't. The goal wasn't to eat them.
Okay, fine. It was to sell their meet. That's the premise.
But no, the trailer is like a love story type of thing.
Right.
That's got like some kind of thriller-esque theme to it where you're like,
Right.
oh, something goes wrong, but you don't know quite what it is.
Well, in a world where like Disney this last time around basically gave the entire plot line away for Spider-Man before you even got to the movie theater.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Yeah.
sold a lot and it was a great, but we all knew exactly what was going to happen
Totally.
before we got there. And we all still went and saw it anyway.
Yep.
This was a 180 of that. This was like Sebastian Stan, love story. We don't know what happens.
Do you think we just didn't read the movie description? I remember seeing like thriller/horror, and I was like, how does it like? It was just like this is like a crime or whatever.
I was halfway through a weed gummy when we made that decision, so I wasn't reading anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was ordering Postmates. That was about the time I was like, should we get cheesecake or cheesecake and ice cream? And you were over here deciding what movie we should watch about dismembered women.
So anyway, that's what I got from your mention of sausage.
Thank you for
Was
that.
the movie.
Stop, drop. And if you aren't already subscribed, now's a great time to do it. But no, we're auditioning. This is a very exciting week because for us, it's like the beginning of a new era, a new chapter.
Also, a new week of Jeremy's new title as juror number 1.
Right. I wish that I could recap more about what I'm doing right now.
But next podcast, you can spill all the tea.
The tea's going to, I hope to God that by next podcast.
Right. It'll be a long trial if
So-
you're still
For everyone who's been called to jury duty and gets that note and wants to just like shrivel into a ball and die, I feel you. I was there a month ago when I got the letter.
You made friends.
Right. But the last time I went and showed up to jury duty, the nice woman behind the counter was like, you can go. This time they were collecting badges. By the way, I didn't bring my paperwork in because who brings paperwork in? And the guy looked at me like I had 3 heads. And I was like, I just have a screenshot of my acceptance on the portal. He goes, you didn't bring the badge. And I was like, no. And he was like,
Oh, do they mail you the badge?
they mailed you the badge. They mailed
Yeah,
the badge.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, he was like, your number is this. I need you to remember that because we don't use names in there. I was like, okay.
Oh, that does make sense though.
But I was like, okay, if I remember the 4-digit number, will you stop being mean to me?
Right.
And
he
was.
said yes.
Yeah. And then I gave him my number and he goes, oh, lucky you. You're number 1 on the call sheet.
Wow.
He didn't
What
call it
an
a call sheet, but-
honor.
So I sat in the number 1 seat and thought for sure I would be kicked out for a variety of reasons. Like I've never been so excited to raise my hand and talk about all the reasons that I got arrested. I was like, let me give you everything, all the reasons why I should not be a juror. That's totally fine. You're good. So I'm there for probably 5 days deliberating over this case.
So the good news for me here, the silver lining is that if Jeremy
There's
is,
zero world where I'm not going to Miami.
that's where this was going.
0 worlds.
But what if the trial doesn't end?
Fast cars, boobies. I'm seeing them both this weekend. Actually, not on that order. Boobies and then fast
And
cars.
then fast cars.
Yeah.
Well, because if the trial continues to go, then Jeremy can't go to Miami.
I will
and
be
then
chartering a
we
private
will
jet there
not
and back.
see the boobies.
Nope. I don't care. If I get done at 4:15 on Friday, you can bet there will be a route that will get me to 11 before midnight on my time.
So I was listening to a podcast today.
Actually, shit, there would be a world where I would not be able to get there. I'll figure it out.
Well, because if you have to be on Monday, if it's not done.
Oh, but I would fly back Sunday.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, you can still go. Yeah. I totally forgot that you won't have to be a juror like on the actual weekend. So you could be gone for like 24 or 48 hours or whatever.
Indeed.
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast today about how Harry had spent like $6,000 at 11 and
Harry
Jowsey.
Jowsey, $6,000?
had spent $6,000.
That's like an entrance fee.
That's what
Nothing.
I know. It's crazy.
Nothing.
And because the guy that he was doing the podcast with, he's like, so it was Alex Warren, it was their locked in podcast. And he was talking about, he was like, all I want is the sign. How do I get the sign that like says something cool? I just want the sign. How do I get the sign?
Oh, like when the bottle girls
when
come over?
he's like, you just have to buy a bottle. And he was like, oh, you just have to buy a bottle and that's how you get the sign? And I completely relate. The sign is the most exciting part, hands down.
Really?
Yeah, the sign is so exciting.
It's not what's attached to the sign?
I mean, that's exciting too, but that's just so expensive.
Right.
Like the least you should get is a sign.
right.
The minimum.
If I get a sign, what do you want me to write on the sign and take a picture of so that you feel like you're there?
Something about
I know where this is going.
no boobies allowed at this table.
No boobies
Tall-
allowed at this table.
Tall white guy with the hair has a tall white guy with the hair has a girlfriend.
Tall white guy with a
Yeah.
Oh my God. I would love to, but there's only so much space on there. Like, okay, if you
Tall. You know what?
if you had
TikTok.
3 words, what would they be?
He has girlfriend.
2 words.
Has girlfriend. You know what TikTok has taught me? Say something on TikTok. Where white, they spell as YT, which
Right.
makes so much. I've been using YT as YouTube. Like not in the wrong context, but whenever I use it, I'm like,
You're
oh,
so
YouTube.
out of touch.
And
Lauren.
I was like, white. I was like, oh my God. Because there'll be like white guys. And I'm like, YouTube guys? And I was like, oh.
one of one of my black friends
Said white.
Yeah, well,
White
it
tea.
said that, and I said something similarly, and they were like, "I'm gonna call you real quick,"
Right.
And they walked me through it, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Thank you so much." They
No.
go, as we are as close as we are. I feel compelled and responsible for you knowing what this is.
Yeah, Gen Z taught me.
Yeah.
Gen Z.
No,
taught me.
no. This was someone older than me.
No, but Gen Z taught me on
Got
TikTok.
it. Okay, got
Yeah.
it. I'm learning from 40-year-olds to learning from 14-year-olds.
Yeah. So
Got
here
it.
he was talking about how he spent $6,000 on bottles or something.
He spent it on bottles and didn't get the sign?
No, he did get the sign. The other guy was asking how you get the sign.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
But so last time we were in Miami, we were supposed to go to 11, but we were all just dead and
You were sleepy.
we decided to not go. But I didn't realize, so I went into this thinking, so everyone when they go to Miami is always talking about 11. I'm like, okay, like I just figured that it was a strip club, which I've been to a few strip clubs. I'm like down for a strip club. I don't feel a certain type of way about strip clubs. If like people want to go, I'm down to rally. We actually went to a really fun like unisex strip club. I don't know if unisex is the
strip club.
So like one floor
There were
was
dudes.
guys
It was
and one
dudes.
floor was girls.
Dudes.
I just mean like both genders were
And I'm here to tell you,
stripping.
the guys' floor was more fun than the
Oh,
girls' floor.
it was fucking lit. It was so fun.
By the way, I've never felt more on the side of dudes are being treated, and also the women that are attending these are being treated with such prejudice than when I watched the ridiculous rules that the dudes and also the attendees of the strip club had to like abide by.
Oh yeah.
It's insanity.
Yeah. The rules are crazy.
It is like the whole idea of there's no private dances.
yeah.
There's none.
So what are the rules with that? Like, because there's some states that
Guy rules or girl rules?
I mean, both. Give us the rundown.
With
Show us the way.
Sure.
Show us the light.
I feel like there needs to be a disclaimer or a preface or something here, but I can't think of one. The legal team will have one later. No, but like there's like unspoken rules on like the dude, well, the booby floor,
Booby floor.
penis floor.
Penis floor.
There was a crazy amount of rules.
So many rules.
I didn't realize. Okay,
So
you have
many
to like
rules.
have like a buddy come with for private dances.
So if there's a private dance, it is immediately not a private dance because it's like a girl plus the dancer, and then
Right.
he has to bring in another dancer to just stand there
or a friend. Even I think they can also bring someone else from the
from the. Are
Maybe
you
they did
sure?
have to bring a
No, I
friend.
think there has to be. I think there has to be like
like
another
an attendee
staff member
standing
there. Yeah,
It's got to be an insurance thing.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
but also no penises
No penises.
on the floor. None. They're
Pick your penis
zero
up
penises
off the floor
on
because there are
floor.
no penises
None.
allowed here.
But what was the point of going to a strip club to see dudes naked if you can't see dudes naked?
I don't really want to see a dude naked.
But neither did I. But I assumed when I got up to level 2
Yeah.
and all the girls were there for their
No,
bachelorette
you know what it
parties.
is? It's like it's the allure that Magic Mike has built for all of us.
By the way, I think a penis, like a penis,
Smacking
you know what?
frames.
I think this, and for audio listeners, you can't really see it, but this motion of a penis out in the wild could potentially ruin that.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like I'll just never. Oh my god,
Well, there goes the music.
we got
on
to
the
frame
side.
down. We got to frame down. I'll never forget like the trips that the first like trips that I went on in junior high.
Where's this
like,
going?
No, okay. So I saw my first helicopter.
Oh,
I saw my first helicopter. So our first like junior high trip, we went to
Can you use that in a sentence?
Quebec or Ottawa. I can't remember which one.
Why does everyone's first helicopter come on a junior high trip to Quebec?
I don't know, but that's where my helicopter journey started.
I don't remember my first helicopter given or received, but it was probably on a junior high trip somewhere.
And so it was one of those hotels where the hotel rooms are facing in. And so from across the hallway, we saw the helicopter happening from our room across the hallway. In the other room, the helicopter was happening.
You know, get a couple guys in the same room together. One of them's gonna whip their penis out.
100%. There is just no age. Like guys don't grow out. Straight guys, at least, don't grow out of the helicopter.
I don't believe that any sexuality is growing out of the helicopter.
That's so exciting for me.
Should we take a poll?
That's okay.
No poll?
That's okay.
Okay. So back to penises not being out on the floor.
No, but it's good. Like I don't want to see a penis out. It's just like another appendage. Like it's just so like
My thing is this. It would not have made it a better experience if we were staring at penises. But I just felt bad that it was not an option
for
the girls
For the
who
girls.
did want to see a penis.
I just don't know. I don't know. It's more about like the muscles. It's about like, because they usually have like their shorts off. And so it's about like
Right.
like rippling backs, and it's about the dancing. It's the
weird.
magic mic.
Rippling
Big-
backs,
your
muscles.
back
I get
totally ripples
Listen,
as
I
well.
get it. No, I get
just
it.
so you know.
Listen, it jiggles for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, it used to have a ripple. Now it jiggles.
Now, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's more about like the dance portion of that, I feel like.
But also the atmosphere of everyone just having fun and it not being weirdly sexual, but more like
It was like
fun.
party. Yeah. It was like party vibes. Yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
So anyways, I thought that 11, going back to 11, was a strip club. I thought that it was like a crazy just like show where all of like the rappers of Miami and the rich people went and they spent in there. I'm just like picturing like $100 bills being stuffed into boobies and bras and underwear and stuff like that.
Right.
Not a strip club.
Right. It's more than that.
Walk us through it.
Well, there's very few places in the world where one can receive a 4-star meal, a massage,
Okay, 4 stars.
3.7-star meal, a massage, see a sensual show, and
Booby. What do you mean sensual show? What does that
I mean it's a strip club, but like it's not like that's not the main focal point.
Oh, so it is a strip club.
There are boobies there.
No, but I thought it was like booby servers.
What do you mean booby servers? Define that for me.
I read on Yelp. I read on Yelp that the waiters or whatever are just I read there was
I'm gonna pull up a Yelp review. Go ahead.
like a topless club.
Yeah.
Is basically what it is. That like a lot of the hosts, hostesses, waitresses, waiters, whatever, just have boobies out.
Right. That is true. But there's also like there is someone on a pole somewhere.
Got it.
But that's not like the main. It's like a lot of things going on.
But also, even when we were at one of like the other regular clubs in Miami, like there was basically like a pole and a hoop hanging from the ceiling that someone was on.
Right.
I mean, they had boobies in.
They yelled at me for
but-
trying to hop on it, but whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy. 6'4", 200-pound guy hanging from
Yeah.
a...
To be fair, it's fine. It's got to be rated for that. Higher.
I'm sure. Yeah.
These are wildly descript reviews that I suggest on your own time you check.
I
into.
know. That's what a Yelp
Drinks
really
are
when
reasonably
it's...
priced. Got a vodka soda for $12. I opened the tab and they
Oh,
added
that really is
gratuity.
not bad.
Yeah.
$12 for vodka soda
I
at
have a feeling
11?
this week it'll be a little
Was that
higher.
before inflation, do you think?
Well, let's not get into that. Point is, that's happening this weekend. I don't care what happens for me to get there. We're doing it.
Okay.
Mostly because there's something about bringing colleagues in and around experiences where they're not usually used to.
Yeah.
That is such a fun show to
That's
just
entertainment
pull
in
up some
itself
popcorn
right
and
there.
like, watch people exist.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm weird for that, but I think it's enjoyable.
Or you can pull up your 3.7-star chicken wings.
By the way, worth every penny.
I love that for you.
There's also a rooftop there as well. When we go back, let's try to not get completely tired the very first night and not
Right.
go out again.
Right.
And we'll make it to 11.
So I was invited on this trip originally. I actually had a plane ticket booked and everything.
You did.
But then I got my ticket revoked because it's Formula One and
High commodity.
It's a high commodity.
High commodity?
Hot commodity, yeah. And so I had my ticket revoked, which was fine because, you know, like we've been traveling like crazy. I missed Moose. We also are going to Kentucky in 2 weekends.
Oh, God.
And so I had my ticket revoked, totally fine. And then last minute, I got the offer to go again. But then Jeremy had jury duty. He got chosen. I also have like already mentally prepared for my weekend on the couch again.
That's tough for you to get out of.
And it's once I've like pre-programmed myself and I've made like a few plans, but mostly plans to just like hang on the couch with Moose, maybe go to the dog park. It's gonna be a wild weekend. And so I've already made myself comfortable mentally thinking about our weekend.
Comfortable.
Comfortable.
I just feel like there's a certain type of adult that once they get an idea of what they're doing in their mind for a weekend, it's very difficult to get them out of that.
So I saw the TikTok and it was a girl talking about, and this is how I wish that I could be. It was just talking about like, you know, go with the flow. And this girl made a TikTok and she was like, so like, I'm totally down to go with the flow, but like, just like, what time do we think the flow is going to start? Like, what should I be wearing to the flow?
That's your personality.
Do we think that there will be snacks at the flow? Should I bring a jacket? Do you think the flow will get a little bit colder later tonight? And I was like, I have never related to something so much.
And back in your audition days, were you still like this or have you evolved into this form?
Oh, no. I think I came out the womb like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That kind of surprises
100%.
me.
Really?
I feel like you, at one point in time, you would want to have been, because I feel like in specifically when you were like in sports and everything, would have been a little bit more malleable.
No, I don't think
Okay.
I've ever been malleable.
Okay.
I've never been relaxed a day in my life.
Malleable or flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, physically and like mentally, like neither.
Do you feel like that's the case with most adults?
do they become more?
Like, do you think that's a thing that most adults, when they're kids?
Okay, so here's the thing. I think that it can. I think it's flexible. I believe in neuroplasticity, and
That's the second time that word's been dropped in my life the last week.
Yeah, well, Jeremy was listening to a podcast with Lex Friedman and Grimes, and they were talking about neuroplasticity.
There's something relatable for everybody.
And yeah, Jesus. And neuroplasticity is like a super common theme in like mental health stuff, and especially in like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT.
Walk me through it, because you're just speaking a different language to me.
So neuroplasticity is essentially like the concept that you can rewire your brain.
Okay.
And so it literally is exactly what it sounds like. You can, like, your brain can be like Play-Doh, it could be like putty, and you can rewire it to have different thought processes or reactions, or because like a lot of people are just like, oh, I'm wired like this. I'm preconditioned to do this.
What you were just saying.
But like the concept of neuroplasticity that's like proven a bajillion times is that you can like undo and redo, and it's stretchy.
How long do you think we'll be before we can rewire our brains? Me personally, to just wake up and just do enough sit-ups to have a six-pack, and I want to do that.
You know, babe, I actually don't think it's the sit-up situation. I think that it might be the fried chicken, Cheesecake Factory, Chick-fil-A, and milkshake that happens all in one day usually.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard that phrase like abs are made in the kitchen?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Conspiracy. Remember when I sent you today a picture of the peach rings that I got at the downtown little market?
Yes.
Immediately followed by the 2 vanilla sprinkled donuts.
Yes.
And I told you that one was for you.
Yes.
But that you have to eat them fresh, so I ate them both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
It's so funny because like when I met you, I'm not kidding, when I met Jeremy, this is exactly what and you're like one of those people that can eat the same thing every single day. So he would wake up and have a green juice. And then you would go to the gym. Did you have a protein shake in the morning?
I would have an avocado.
That's right.
Pink Himalayan
oh my God,
salt
that's right. You would
into
literally just cut open an avocado like a psychopath and just sprinkle some salt in it and then eat it. It wasn't a green juice. It was an avocado. That's what it was. And then you would go to the gym. You'd work out. You would text me from the gym when we were starting to fall in love. And then you would go to work and eat sashimi for lunch every single day.
Yeah.
And then
to the point where my mercury count was getting a little bit high.
Yeah. Did your doctor say like, yo, you need to like, why do you...
Yeah.
Why, if you've been licking fish all day, every day, and you said literally yes.
Okay. All right. U-turn. Let's keep it going.
And then for dinner, you George Foreman grilled. This always happens. You get so offended that I say George Foreman. What was it again?
Foreman. I can't even remember, but it was something George
nicer.
Foreman.
Yeah. And then you would grill a plain chicken breast with like asparagus.
It would rotate chicken and then salmon and then chicken and then salmon.
Yeah. No wonder your mercury levels was so high.
Right.
What was the veggie again?
I had abs. Asparagus or broccoli.
Or broccoli, right?
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah.
That, like, my mouth feels cottony of just like blandness just thinking about that.
I didn't even think about it at the time. But
Food is just like, just happiness. Food is happy.
Right. But I think when I get into like a routine,
it's
very easy for me to stay in that routine. When I get out of that routine,
you're
very
out.
difficult.
You're out.
I can tell you 1,000 reasons why I don't want to do that right now. But at the time, I could tell you 1,000 reasons why it wasn't that bad, and it's contributing to whatever the fuck.
I think also too, like I wonder if a part of you is like, oh, this will balance out the bad decisions that I make 5 out of 7 nights a week.
I was drinking quite a bit then.
Right.
And like drinking, I don't sleep very much now because I'm like doing work. That was like, I'm not sleeping much because I'm living my daytime life, my nighttime life, squeezing in as few hours of sleep as possible, and then redoing it again.
Right.
Right.
So maybe the broccoli was actually keeping you alive because the other portion of your life was killing you.
And now you're my broccoli.
And now I'm your broccoli. Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't feel good about this. Yeah.
Find something else. Point is, so I'm not doing that anytime soon. But going back to the fact that I do think you can kind of rewire your brain. I feel that. I think some things are just harder to rewire than others.
Oh, 100%. Like there's no world where even with the most neuroplasticity plasticness of my neuro.
Okay.
Like I don't think there's a world where I could be like, I'm go with the flow. I'm type B now.
I think you're more go with the flow than you've ever been.
Now?
Yeah.
I think so. I think too, like as you get older, like I feel like it goes either way. It's like as you get older, you start caring a lot more.
Okay.
Or you like
don't think that's the case.
No, but like I don't know. It's like, you know, like when you hear people being like my mom makes this joke about my dad all the time. She's like, oh, you're such a crotchety old man, like stuck in your ways.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I think there's like that like type of like never gonna change.
Right.
Or there's just like a, like whatever, like I'm just fucking over it. Like I'm just over it. I'm too tired for this. I'm getting too old. I'm too tired.
I think the things that you care less about are like other people's opinions on whether or not you should do something.
Oh, me?
No, just in general.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think
Like,
so.
I think there's a people would change the way that they are easier because of someone else's thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Versus now you're like, oh, you don't like it?
There's just
I don't
like,
care.
we were just talking about this too. It's like, I'm not even kidding. This still dawns on me frequently, the being like, just like my brain being like, why did it take me so long to realize this? Honestly, it's what pivoted my thoughts around tattoos is like, I just thought that like.
It's dangerous territory to bring this up when you're a month away from being home. But go ahead. You're just riding the fire.
No tattoo appointments before I'm going home. I'm smarter than that, okay? I'm smarter than that. I've made some bad decisions in tattoo scheduling in the past, and this is not one of them.
So you mean you're going to save it until you're not going home?
So what I was going to say is that, you fucking made me stress and then I forgot what I was going to say, is that I always thought that like when you become a quote unquote grown up, like something just like has this major shift and you just like become a different person and things change. And like that is just so not the case. Not to say that like I haven't grown and transitioned and learned things and you know, become a different-ish person. But like relatively like at the core, you kind of stay the same.
I get nothing but joy thinking about the things that I was like quote unquote right about as a teenager that were not cute at the time that have somehow become part of my life that is acceptable now, but was not that cute then. And I go,
I feel like the one
I
that
was
you
so right.
always bring up is like when math teachers are going to be like, you're never just going to have a calculator in your pocket.
Well, no,
and you're like, motherfucker, I got an iPhone 13 Pro Max. Yes, I do. I literally do.
all those numbers.
And it doesn't fit in my pocket, but yet I have one of those little strings where I can hang off my wrist.
I just know in general, I think there's this things like asking you to go to the bathroom, dumb.
Yeah, that one never,
Stupid.
that one, yeah. You know what though? Someone else ruined that for everyone. You know what I mean? Like someone
I assure you, it was a little boy doing a helicopter and like in the hallway.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's like that kid and then they set the trash can on fire in the bathroom.
Did
You know
you
what I
want to
mean?
explain
Like,
what the helicopter is just for the 3 people that don't know what the helicopter is?
oh, so it's when you take probably has to be like at least 50% flaccid, right?
Oh, wow. We're going there. Go ahead.
And you spin or gyrate your hips in a position that makes your, like, okay, think about if an elephant trunk, except for probably definitely smaller,
I'm
much
thinking
smaller.
of an elephant trunk. Yeah, totally.
And it's like doing like what, okay, take the helicopter propeller, right? That motion and then tilt it on its side 90 degrees. And it's not quite a helicopter though, because it's more like, you know, the Noogler hats? Like the hat that you wear when you start working at Google and it's like that rainbow, it's like that multicolored hat and it's got the little propeller on top.
You mean from the show?
No, it's actually called a Noogler hat.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
This is not a real thing.
When you start working at Google, you get a Noogler hat.
I wish nothing more than we had that television already set up so we could see this thing.
Is
this real?
Yes, there's the Noogler hat.
Is this
yes,
real?
That's the Noogler hat.
That's just hazing. Someone is they make new people wear that?
No, I think if you, it's like a novelty. Like if you want to wear your Noogler hat, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's hazing involved here.
Anyways,
I can smell it. My former fraternity president is going, no. They make people, hey, new kid. Don't forget your hat.
Don't forget your Noogler
Put
hat.
your hat. We want to be able to see you from a mile away, kiddo. Yeah.
Yeah, that smells like
And my
music
inbox
for
could
sure.
use some work, so hop in there.
Yeah, Noogler hat. It's a real thing. Google
Okay.
it.
If I came home with a Noogler hat, would you have sex with me?
No, absolutely not.
Rude.
Maybe once you worked at YouTube for a few years, you know, you got the health
I
bending
said
package.
Google.
Oh, wait, say that one more time.
Google.
Google what?
Wait, this is a YouTube or Google thing?
Isn't that the same
Noogler
thing?
hat. Right, I just didn't know if
Yeah, it's the same. I think it's all the same.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I actually asked someone about the Noogler hat when, because I wanted to. It was right after the movie came out with Owen Wilson and what's his face? The Internship.
Yeah.
And they had the Noogler hats, and I wanted to know. I had to.
This can't be real.
Oh my God! No, it literally is.
No, I saw it. No, I saw it.
I don't think they're like, hey, welcome to Google. Here's your Noogler hat. But like, I think it's like a known thing that when you start there, you can wear the Noogler hat if you wish.
Okay, I get it.
So anyways, the little propeller on top of the Noogler hat is kind of like a little mini penis.
So there's 2 sides to it.
What?
There's like 2 sides to it, right? It's not just like one, right?
Oh, I guess that would be like a little propeller.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it is more like a little bit like a small elephant trunk flailing in a circle.
Got it. I would think more like if I were to pretend to hand you a jump rope and I was going to make the jump rope from my pelvis area, if I was going to make that motion,
Yeah.
with a member.
I see. I see. Yeah, that would be the motion.
I have a slightly unfair advantage when it comes to describing this.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You do have a little bit of
Yeah.
a member up.
Oh, good. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to dive into the tea of all the reasons why I think people don't change. Specifics, hopefully next week, because I'll be out of this trial. But for this week,
It inspired a thought within Jeremy today.
well, just like every time you're forced to go into the general public and do anything normal with them, you just go, "Are you not paying attention? He just said that 3 fucking times."
Also, I feel like our industry, or just like the entertainment industry in LA in general, is a
Right.
bubble. Like we live in a fucking bubble. And
Yeah,
so when
this
I
isn't the
feel
real
like,
world.
yeah, it's not the real world. And so I feel like when you go out and do stuff like this, it's like you spend a whole day with strangers who you're gonna kind of get to know over the week, I'm sure.
I hope not.
You already
Go
have a
ahead.
lunch date with someone tomorrow.
Kinda.
A small man, but I want to be very clear. Remember 3 words. He has girlfriends.
Right.
I'm gonna get that sign and get someone. I'm gonna hire someone to walk around just with that sign. He has girlfriends.
That would be a fun YouTube video.
That would be a fun YouTube video.
Yeah, for somebody else.
But like you are getting such like a like does it feel somewhat nostalgic of like being back in high school?
In all the worst ways. Yes. Yes. Well, and also, going on to that, you describe what you do. You say your occupation.
Hi, I'm Jeremy.
Right.
Hi, I'm juror number
But
1.
like my job and job title aren't exactly relatable, and the person that I live with and their job title certainly is not relatable.
Of which Jeremy had to announce.
Yeah, I tried to use you to my best of it just didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I can't wait till you can spell all of the
Listen,
jury
I know.
duty next
I know.
week. I'm
I
so
know.
excited.
I know. Listen.
Man, I'm so bummed. I totally thought that if your trial went long, you wouldn't have to leave this weekend. But now I realize you can still go for the
I will
Saturday and
finesse my
Sunday.
way there
Yeah.
regardless.
Fuck.
What do you mean, fuck?
I hate that for me.
Why aren't you excited?
Because I want to hang out with you.
I would like to hang out with you too. Last week it was great.
Last weekend?
Yes.
What did we do last weekend?
I'm glad you're talking about it. We did an entire day dedicated to our dog Moose's 5th birthday.
Oh, to puppies. That was yesterday. Yeah. So I thought you meant a whole weekend ago.
And we dedicated the whole day to it.
Yeah. It was we had a whole Bubbies day.
I don't know if people can, well, no, people love their dog everywhere. I just feel like in Los Angeles in particular, people really make a spectacle and a production out of it.
Definitely. I
By
don't think
people,
that's
I mean you.
everywhere. I feel, okay. I just want to be, so
Well merited.
there's another bull terrier whose birthday is a few days after Moose's named Kane, and it was his 6th birthday, and same thing. Like the amount of, maybe it's just the dogs that I follow to on Instagram
Right.
that happen to like have an Instagram account. They usually have like a birthday party. Also, someone was having a birthday party for a dog named Tuna,
Yeah, it was
the
kind of
bulldog.
embarrassing. We got there.
Oh my God, we showed up to our dog park and someone already had a birthday banner for Tuna.
So there was a table for this dog and a big banner. And
I didn't
everything.
know. I thought
They had a
that
sign.
putting a birthday bandana on Bubbies would be like the move for everyone to give him like extra pets and stuff to be like, oh my God, it's your birthday.
Like people felt bad for him and like gave him some of their cake, but like it was kind of embarrassing for our
There was
our
no
son.
cake. Tuna didn't have cake at his party.
Not that we got anyway.
Tuna did not have cake. That would cause an actual riot at the dog park.
A real question that I haven't thought about until this exact moment. Is there a bit of a dick measuring contest with moms and like, doing things for their
My
kids?
God, yes, 100%.
Do you think it's even
100%.
it's like amplified in Los Angeles?
100%. I'm sure. I think I don't think that's like a geographical specific thing.
But there's got to be more in the cities.
I'm sure. I'm
What
sure
are the high
because
points?
it's like birthdays. I'm sure.
Graduation.
Even just like I've seen just like funny videos of just like the comparisons of like, oh, you've got the turbo stroller 6,000, I've got the turbo stroller 7,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like, or you know what? I don't know.
Moms can be mean sometimes.
Oh my God. My mom told me that she's always said that like she compares it to how when I talk to her about how like I feel like you just can't make everyone happy on the internet. Like someone's always going to be trying to tell you how to do something no
Right.
matter what. And she was like, yeah, like when you're a new mom, everyone who's ever had a kid tries to tell you that you're doing something wrong. And she's like, it's coming from all angles from everyone.
Like what? Why? Just because that's like the thing that people like. Oh, I'm going to shed some knowledge. She probably doesn't.
You know what though? I feel like it probably comes from a good place being like, oh, like being a mom is really fucking hard. So like, here's how I did it and what worked for me. I'm sure it comes off like a little bitchy and a little like I am holier than thou.
Right.
But I'm sure it comes from a good place for a lot of them.
I just don't feel like dads are leaning over like, hey, it'd be better if you did this. Like there's like a general understanding of like, well, that or we just a general lack of Like that's somebody else's kid. They'll figure it out.
Right.
It's hard to say.
Where I
Dads are
feel like
weird.
it's definitely a dick measuring contest in a lot of ways, I think.
I feel like moms have the weirdest of dick measuring contests within their circle of
I mean, from just the birthday parties that we've been to, we went to Leo's second birthday. That shit was lit.
banging. And
my God.
He doesn't even like have cognizant friends yet.
Oh my God. Literally, yeah. I remember that was an adult party that happened to have some babies there.
Yes. With his new car.
With his new car and one of the jump and bounce things.
Oh yeah.
The jump house.
Yeah.
The jump slide house.
Yeah.
That shit was lit.
Yeah. I feel like having a child in this area or New York would be 3 times as expensive as everywhere else.
Oh my God, 100%. Oh, so I was going to say is that I was listening to a podcast where one of them was a mom and they were talking about how like there was all this hype around this like baby rocking machine called the Snoo. And I guess it's like $2,000. It's so expensive, but I guess it's like foolproof in like making the babies fall asleep.
Okay.
But like some moms are like, you're like, that's so expensive. That's like way too much for you to spend on like a baby.
Oh, the
thing.
judgment of like now you've got it. So like you shouldn't have spent that.
You shouldn't have spent
You
that
should
much.
be rocking it
you should be
yourself.
rocking it yourself. And then
Wow.
also
I wanna drop
apparently
kick them.
for like a baby to like
The moms, not the babies. To be clear. Just for
we're not drop kicking babies. That's
No,
a title.
not today.
That's a title.
Drop kicking babies.
Drop kicking babies.
Okay.
Drop kicking babies and helicopter penises.
No, drop kicking your babies.
Drop kicking
And
your
helicopter
babies.
penises? Okay. Quick way to like
Yeah, demonetize. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, but and then they were judging them because apparently, like the snoo makes a baby sleep so fast that when you have to like withdraw, wean off the snoo,
Yeah.
it's like a whole situation. So they're like, why
Snoo
did you pay
withdrawals.
so much money to give your child snoo withdrawals and make it a bigger problem for yourself?
I don't mind. You can be 19 years old on that fucking thing for all I care.
And is that a snoo? Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Put
Get
me
you
in
a
a
bigger one.
fucking snoo right now.
You would love a snoo.
I would love a snoo.
Moose would love a snoo.
Moose would love a snoo.
Can we get an actual price? Can we check and see the price on a snoo?
You get a snoo price?
Yeah.
I think it's SNOO. $1,599. I told you it's a.
That's an investment.
You better sleep like a fucking. Oh yeah, look at it. It's so cute. That's snoo.
I hope we have snoo ads below this podcast.
I know. I would love a snoo ad.
Wow. What kind of podcast ads are we when we have a child?
Oh my God. Honestly, I know some like mommy vloggers. And mommy vloggers, let me tell you, like if you are feeling like you are in a financial rut as a creator and you've got the baby fever.
Are you going to suggest people have children to then monetize them?
I'm just saying
I
that
think that's what you're about to
if
do.
that coincidentally lines up, the mommy vloggers that I know,
This is bad
it
advice.
is fucking insane. Don't take this advice. Everyone knows how I feel about children and I'm so far away from wanting children right now.
Your mother just had a small aneurysm hearing that.
No, Gail knows. I feel like Gail knows. Mommy vloggers print money.
Yeah.
The one like young mom vlogger that I know, it is insane.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
I can't wait for that. It's going to be great. I'm going to be a
Insane.
stay-at-home dad watching you make the money. I'm going to quit all my tech jobs and be like, no, I don't need this.
Babe, we need your health bennies though. Your tech
Health
health
bennies?
bennies are so good.
They're pretty good. They're pretty
Tech
good.
health bennies are
Tech
so
health bennies
good.
are good.
I gotta pay for my own Benny package, and I can guarantee you I'm not as generous as Crypto.com health bennies.
Are you going to be like sentimental the day you realize that the lingerie and sex toy brands are no longer interested in working with you in replacement of like,
Moms still want to use sex toys?
right, but what happens when they just don't come knocking anymore?
I mean, I'm sure we'll have baby food ones.
By the way, I
knocking
think
as
if
well, too.
anybody needs sex toys, it's moms.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think actually, so you should double down on that target.
No, but I just based on what I know about the revenue flow of some of the other mommy vloggers I know, I don't think there's a shortage for that demographic.
If we were to get divorced, would you serve me papers in the middle of a presentation of new movies in the middle of everyone in Las Vegas, one of my peers? I just want to know.
Oh my
I want to hear
God.
this now, whether it's a yes or no or possibility. For no apparent reason. No, unprompted.
Possibly.
Okay.
It's not really a question.
Okay.
Depends why we broke up.
That's fun that you think you're going to be serving me papers.
How does that work again? So it's like if I divorced you, I serve you papers?
I've never been so thrilled to say, I don't know.
I think if I divorce you, I serve you papers?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Well, there's no really I divorce you, you divorce me. You get divorced.
Right.
Right.
So there, Olivia Wilde, who I love, had a recent divorce from Jason Sudeikis, who I
Is
also
it Crypto Craig's
love.
number one?
No, Crypto Craig's number one is Olivia Culpo.
Those are two different people.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not anymore. I'm aware. Thank you for teaching me.
Oh my God.
Pan back to her.
So Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis were like,
That's one way to pronounce that.
how do you say it?
Not Sudeikis.
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis, right?
Sudeikis?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He says one of those last names where I look at the letters and
Olivia and Ted Lasso.
Olivia and Ted Lasso. Exactly. You know who I get her mixed up with actually is Keira Knightley for some reason.
So you're not going to get mad at me for mixing up two Olivias. With,
No. But I know that those are two people.
After I messed it up in front of everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Right.
But yeah, they got divorced, which was so sad.
Divorce is sad.
I just can't imagine someone not loving Ted.
I think Olivia. By the way, we don't know if he doesn't love him.
I know. I'm giving Ted the benefit of the doubt because I love Ted Lasso so much.
And he's a shoe
and he's a
head.
sneakerhead. I know.
Yeah.
I love it. A shoe head. I love it so much.
You and your shoes. That's your shoe wall.
Fucking boomer.
Fuck off. Anyway, we were watching this 20 minutes ago, an hour ago, because he who will not be named, producer, was giving us the rundown on some pop culture things because I'm obviously fucking out of touch. And we watched a pretty horrifying video of someone essentially serving this poor woman her divorce papers in front of all of her peers.
So embarrassing. Not like embarrassing. I just like felt bad for her because you probably just go through such a roller coaster of emotions because she was like, oh, is someone handing me a script right now on stage?
But
and then
also,
she's like, oh.
She's playing along because she doesn't even know if it's like, oh, is this part of the game? Is this part of the show? Is someone like making it fun? Reads this, goes, okay, got it. And back into it. It's like, wow.
But then I also just feel bad for Ted Lasso because he, I guess, came forward and was like, oh no, like I want to be very clear, I had nothing to do with this. So justice for Ted as well.
Ted Lasso, yeah. And great season. Congrats on the last season as well.
Oh,
that's
God,
big.
I know. I'm so sad.
No, I mean the season that they played, the game. No spoilers, but they performed well.
Yes. I thought you meant because there's only one season left of Ted Lasso.
I know, I'm not
and I'm
to
just,
admit that.
exactly, I'm not ready to emotionally process that fact.
No. Speaking of things that are ending though, I feel like we've been like an Apple TV Plus kick.
Oh my God. We've been watching some great Apple TV shows. So we watched.
That's the one thing I wish we could do live. I wish we could watch shows with Tillies.
Shows with Tillies.
I think it's a giant licensing nightmare, but that would be the coolest thing if we could watch our favorite shows together.
I think people will figure that out on Discord.
Nerd.
Right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. But I think that's probably illegal.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Because people streaming
or
like
DIY is not going to do that illegally.
No, I'm trying to get a green card.
Your team is the most buttoned up. Like, I think you should have one criminal on your team at all times.
Yeah.
Lauren has 0 criminals.
You know what? Until the immigration status is solidified,
I get it.
We walk a straight, clean line here over here on the
and then
DIY.
afterwards?
And then afterwards, we can walk a straight.
We're going to admit to being a straight line again.
Yes, exactly. We're going to continue to walk a straight line. The fuck is wrong with you?
Like you want to not be it.
I know.
It's like you don't want to be an alien forever.
I don't want to be an alien forever.
Listen, you're a cute alien. It's okay.
Thank you.
Point is,
much.
I wish that we're watching some great content right now.
So what do we watch? We just watched Severance. We've talked about. We loved Severance.
Yep.
We watched. Oh my God! So I went to go see this without Jeremy while he was on his last work trip, and
Rude.
Zach quarantined and I went because his fiance was also out of town. So we went on a friend date
That's great.
to the movies, and we went to go see Everything Everywhere All at Once, and it was one of the best movies that I have seen in so long. We have to go see it. I'll go see it again with you. It was so good. It's fucking incredible.
I'll find a new girl and we will go, and then I'll let you know.
You don't have any girl space friends.
I don't have it. You're right. You're the only female I know and talk to.
Thank you. I know.
At work, I just kind of like grunt and like just to people.
Exactly.
Yeah, as I should.
Right. As one should.
It's my kink.
As
Moving on.
Ew. Hated that.
There's got to be somebody out there who's like definitely into that.
What do you mean of having?
Of like being controlled by their partner.
Yeah, it's
24/7?
called a sub.
Oh.
What do you mean?
I feel like I'm a little naive in this. Okay, fine. So I didn't know about Olivia's and is that what's
sub and dom?
Submissive?
Yes. Dominant, like a sub.
Got it.
She's my dom.
Not like a substitute teacher.
Not quite the same thing.
Got it.
I
have some Googling to do afterwards.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Should I just type it into my work computer?
Probably, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that'd be probably really good.
Every once in a while in our industry, there are searches that like we wouldn't think twice of, but I go, well, that's probably not one that I wanted in my work browser.
Yeah, I was trying to find, I was doing this video where I was unboxing these mystery thrift pieces. And so when you get like a good brand, you're like, oh, I wonder how much like I can resell this for. Like that was like the concept of the video to like, would I make my money back?
Got it.
And so I had this incredible jersey that was like so vintage from the brand Big Daddy. And
that's fun.
If you're wondering what comes up when you type in Big Daddy with no context, me Googling a total idiot who's had the internet for one day. What did I Google? Big Daddy Big Daddy shirt or something like that. Even like adding shirt on the end. I just wasn't even thinking. And so that pulls up some really fun websites.
I was on
Big Daddy porn is in fact a niche.
Big Daddy porn?
Yes.
Yeah, I can think of a few things. I was on a screen share. Well, I was screen sharing with a prospective client not that long ago.
Where is this going?
Within like 2 weeks. And they were telling me to look things up, basically to talk about like their own shit. Because their screen share wasn't working. And whatever they said, they told me to like look up about this project.
Okay.
Just pulled up just some like fucking just porn would be it's light. It was bronze. It was full on, but it was an offshoot. You know.
So, but it was at his direction though. He was like, type in this.
But I can think of something like Alpha Entertainment. It just came with just like dudes fucking. I was like, and I was like, is this the one? Is this what you're looking for? But for me, it's like if it's on a screen share, there's 5 people. Yeah. We all see it.
Yeah.
There's 2 options. Pretend like there aren't just dicks all over the screen. There are.
I know a girl who was oh my God. I know a girl that was doing a screen share and somehow their camera, she actually clicked into her camera roll. And maybe this was like in the olden days or whatever.
Was
but
this
like,
Captain America?
What?
Was this Captain America?
No, it's not Captain America.
Got it.
So they were doing like a work presentation and their laptop, somehow their camera roll opened or was in the background or whatever. And it was just nudes of themselves, just fucking nudes. The girl who was giving the presentation for something at work. And it was like a board desk, you know, it's like probably 12 people in the room, like all the execs or whatever. And it was just screen shared like for the world to see on the big screen with everyone in the room. So it's not even like remote how it would be now. It's like where you could just shut your laptop and like, you know, not answer your Slack for a couple hours. Like this was in the room, present, current, in the same energy physically as everyone who just saw your nudes.
To you, what are you doing?
I mean, you have to play into it. You have to be like, so everyone just saw my tits.
Oh, that's the route you take.
What else do you do?
I'd be like, I can't believe Jerry in IT is planting this on me again. We should talk to him afterwards. Back on.
Oh, no. I would just go, so everyone just saw my boobs. Okay, and we're going to move on over to slide 12.
Yeah, because it's not illegal for you to have pictures of your boobs on your camera roll.
And also, everyone's seen boobs, and everyone would be like, oh, she does in fact have boobs. Now I'm just seeing them without a t-shirt on.
Would be news to some people, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So I would just go with it.
You think so?
I would just go with it.
I think in 2022, so different than 2012 even.
Oh my God, 100%. Are you kidding? Yeah.
I think it would almost be 100%. Weird. Like if that happened to a colleague, I would be like not worried about them like being fired.
I would feel more awkward in that scenario if people were feeling awkward for me. You know what I mean? Like if I'm obviously awkward, they feel awkward for me and that makes it even worse.
To be clear,
it's like
you would be awkward.
I'd be super awkward, but I would try and lean into being not awkward about it and just like address the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? It's like if you own it, then it's like, then they can feel awkward for themselves because they saw it. But like if I'm comfortable with it, then they can decide whatever they want to do.
I feel like that's in a situation where it's better to be a dude than a woman. I feel like there's like a larger double standard for y'all.
There's a big double standard there.
Definitely.
So the other show they're watching on Apple TV Plus.
Hard to say.
Whatever the platform is called.
Apple streaming service.
Is We Crashed.
Yeah.
Which is so good. That just reminded me we were talking about of like the line so Anne Hathaway, who I normally hate as an actor.
Rude.
I just, since, you know, after The Princess Diaries, it's just been downhill for me.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, it's been downhill. Gonna be honest.
We are all have an opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. She's just not my favorite actor.
Okay.
So anyway, she's great though in We Crashed, and she is the wife of the WeWork CEO in the show. And so I don't want to give away like any spoilers. There's just like this one scene where she is doing a very public facing kind of speech moment.
Oh yeah.
And she says something about how like the role of women is to support men. And obviously
support men's dreams, I believe.
Yes, support men's
like
dreams.
help them reach their dreams.
Help them reach their dreams and everyone just goes dead fucking silent because you're just like, well, so 2022.
Dudes start cheering, you're like, okay.
Okay, and we just really shrunk the dating pool.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. You know, I think that like there's, but also then later double down on it. She's like, well, I'm not going to apologize for that. It's like,
yeah.
Well,
oh my God.
So you heard it back. Okay, got it.
So anyway, great shows though on Apple Plus TV, Music Plus,
Apple TV Music,
whatever the platform is called.
Yes,
great shows,
indeed.
Great shows.
Not sponsored, but it would be pretty cool if they did.
But would be. Oh my God, they don't even need sponsors.
You think Apple?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No, there's
no
way.
They don't need us.
They don't need us.
Well, we know Tim Cake is a big Tilly. So, did I say Tim Kick?
I think you said Tim Cake.
Tim Cake.
Tim Cake.
Well, Could be like a fun nickname for him.
Tim K.
How to get demonetized. Okay, well, that's all I have to cover this evening. You got anything?
So come back next week when Jeremy gets to spill all of the tea of the
Miami?
trial. Is it
Trial?
a criminal trial? Like what does it? Is it civil or criminal? Criminal, right?
I won't be answering these questions.
Oh shit! Yeah, you probably can answer, right?
I won't be answering these
Yeah,
questions.
I do not recall.
And you'll be pressuring me. Okay.
I'm gonna interrogate.
In
him
fact,
afterwards.
the judge told me that it is our responsibility as jurors to end the conversation if someone starts to pry.
Really?
That's what you're doing.
Is that
Right.
what they say when someone starts to pry? Because they know that this is so exciting,
And someone's going to,
and people like me
And
are
then
gonna
millennials
pry.
can keep their mouth shut, but I can keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, gonna be honest. My mom, your mom to me prying about the
Yeah, all of you are prying, and I'm going to shut it
trial.
down. Yeah, it's like a new girl when she does this and hits that during the penis.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so anyway, so next week Jeremy's gonna have all
One
the tea.
person got that reference. Thank you.
Yeah, well.
Shut it down. Remember? And
it's-
hit the hot dude in the penis?
Yes.
With the British accent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we should all strive for. That's
Okay.
just as probably terrifying as the camera roll nudes.
Really?
Touching someone's penis in front of a bunch of other people when they see it?
That's worse.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Yeah.
That's worse for
what-
sure.
That one you have to almost call like, I am so sorry.
That's hand to penis contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hand to penis contact.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
worse. That's worse.
What a fun way to end that.
Wow. On that note.
Bye, guys.